Hello everybody, what's going on? Jerome here, and welcome back to Siege World. That's right everybody, last time that I did a Siege World video, I showed you all the quickest way to get yourself a house started off and a way to get each and every type of resource. And now, after about 2 days of collecting resources, I finally got myself in a position where I can start to show you guys the automatic resource collecting rooms. That's right everybody, they're also known as farms. So, once you build your house, it gives you two options of things to build. You have your rooms, and then you have your farm as well. And in each of these things, there's different levels that keep on growing and growing and growing, depending on what type of room or things you get. Now, the rooms themselves all do things from getting you armor, to food, to weapons. You kind of catch the drift here. So they're pretty much your, appliances, I guess, if you will. And then, of course, the farm buildings all do things to help you generate different types of things over time, while just not even being on the server. So literally, if I was, for instance, to get an iron mine, I could sign off of the server for, a few hours, and it'll have collected iron all the way up until it stores all of its storage room full of it. So you can get a lot of resources this way, and it's the way to make sure that even while you're sleeping, you're generating a lot of resources, whether it be treasure, essence, or wood on the server. Alright, so I'm going to quickly talk about the new types of farms. So you have the mill, which basically gives you timber over time. I'm going to skip over the stables for now, just because they don't really fit in with what we're talking about. Then we have the iron mine, and the iron mine gets you 1 iron every certain amount of time over a minute, just because it changes depending on what level you upgrade it. Same thing goes for the gold one, the diamond one, and then finally, we have an essence mine that'll automatically get you essence over time. Now, I know there's a lot of questions probably about whether or not you can have an iron, gold, and diamond mine at the same time, and the cool part is you actually can. You can have all three running at the same time and fully upgrade the three to maximize the amount of money you're getting. So, the way you make a build is simple. Once you get over here, you click on what you want. We're going to start off with the simplest one, the mill. Not that we have a choice, because we literally can't build anything else unless we get the mill. So, we have the mill, and we can just type in here, 99248. And boom, the construction, 99248, there we go. And now the mill is going to start construction. So we can either wait 2 minutes and 30 seconds, or the way it works is you'll start off on the server with some glory points, and you can use your glory points to help speed up builds so you don't have to wait too long. So the way it works is each glory point will speed up a build by 1 hour. So if there's a 3-hour build, for instance, it'll take you 3 glory points to do it. Anything beneath an hour, and it just rounds up to 1. So we could wait the 2 minutes, but instead of doing that, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to upgrade that little point right there, and boom, we now have ourselves a lumber mill being built. That's right, everybody. So now we're going to be able to randomly generate lumber mill XP over time, which is always great, and that gives us access to building the mines as well. So to build an iron mine, you need mill 1. To build a gold mine, you need an iron mine. To build a diamond mine, you need a gold mine. To build an essence mine, you need a diamond mine. Basically meaning you need to go in progression order. You can't just jump straight to and build a diamond mine, even though that obviously seems very, very enticing to do. So we got ourselves a lumber mill up there. I'm gonna get myself the iron mine as well, and I don't even know if we have enough glory points to fully get all these things built immediately, but we can start the production of them anyway. So we got the iron mine going right now, and I'm gonna start off, and let's see, can we build the gold mine? Can we get, we need the iron mine to be constructed already. Where's our iron mine? There we go. And speed it up, because we have some glory points. I'm not sure how many we have, actually. Let's see, /SB player. We have 8 left. Alright, perfect. So we have the iron mine being built right up there, and I'm going to start the construction of the gold mine real quick, and then as I said before, we're going to go ahead and check out the awesome little lumber mill, and I'll show you guys exactly how you can work that. So there we go, we bought the gold mine. It'll be constructed in about, I think it said an hour, so we're going to obviously speed that up, but here we go. So the first room right here we have is a lumber mill, and if you look real quickly and you go to the right side of it when you talk to the guy, it'll tell you how many resources per minute they mine. So the way it works is simple. Every single minute, he's going to generate 5 timber, and the timber, as you know, you can sell off just literally with a snap of a finger, and that's it. So pretty much you're ready for this. We click this, boom, we collected 5 timber, so we can go over to here now, and whoopsies, I'm sorry. The 5 timber goes straight into your resources slot. For some reason, I thought that it would become a log that you can collect, but I misspoke there. It literally becomes 5 timber directly into your resource slot. Now, what you can do as well is each and every building, or room, I should say, has an upgrade to them. So you can go over here, and you can actually upgrade your timber mill to generate faster. So instead of getting 5 every minute, we can go ahead, upgrade that And when it's done, notice how it says 0 of 2,500, which means we could literally go AFK. Even if we're off the server, we could sign out and still generate up to 2,500 resources. Once it's that cap, it's done. But if we upgrade this right here, 89296, here we go. What'll end up happening is it'll take a quick second to upgrade. Boom, shakalaka! Gets a new room makeover as well, all automatically built, which is awesome. And we just go talk to him. And if you look real quickly, not only did the rate at which we receive these items increase from, you know, every single 5 every single minute, it went to 10 every single minute, but the total amount that we can collect went to 5,000. So now, instead, let's say you had to go to school during the day, and if you're gone for 10 hours, let's say after 2 hours or so, I'm not even going to do the math, let's say after 2 hours, though, it fills up your you know, storage room, you can upgrade it. So now it's at 5,000, so now it'll be 4 hours, and if you upgrade it again, it'll double again and be 10,000, which means while you're gone at school, it'll keep collecting the entire time instead of, say, capping out at a certain amount. So that's what you can do when you upgrade them. It's really cool. It's easy to do that way as well. So definitely I'd recommend maxing those out, especially the timber room, because as I said before, iron, gold, and diamond, you can get all this at the same time. The real problem is that these other guys here, you can't do that. So, yeah, well, I mean, you can do that, but you can't, what's what I'm looking for? Essentially, the timber one, you get one way to get your resources from. Treasure, you get 3 ways to get your resources from. So it's better to upgrade your timber and just buy out the treasure rooms than it is to upgrade a specific treasure room the entire time. So there we go. We've got the gold one. I'm just going to build and accelerate the diamond one. Here we go. Let's accelerate you. This is going to be very costly. Now, notice how the build itself for this takes 4 hours. So to do that, it's going to take 4 glory points as well. So you're kind of catching on exactly how the glory points work. There we go. So we're upgrading that now. And, yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, if you guys are enjoying these guides, be sure to leave a like, because I like making them, and it's nice just to kind of explain them to you guys exactly how they work. So, you know, something like this, how to auto-generate resources, is always very, very cool in the game. And right here, the last one, but not least, is the essence mine, which we'll get to in a second once we're done going through all the different ingots and stuff. So, check back in our mill guy right here. Let's see, how you doing, bud? Oh, look at that! Because we took 2 minutes to do all that, he had 20 more timber for us. So we can collect that timber, head up to the next room here. And hello there, friend. Mr. Iron Mine, how are you doing? So the Iron Mine is a little different. He collects 1 single ingot every minute. And as you can tell right there, it actually converts it for you into treasure. So if you click that, you can see 3 iron ingots equals 15 treasure. So we can go ahead, take that, left click, and boom shakalaka, we're in business. You can also upgrade the mines as well, as I said before, and it pretty much does the same thing. It'll just double the rate at which it generates and double the storage size. So you can do that for iron. You can go upstairs as well to go check out the gold room. The gold room is pretty much the same. The rate's basically the same as well, 1 per minute. You know, you can get up to 500 of them. Same thing applies, except it is very, very expensive to upgrade it, and it takes forever in the construction time. So when you do that, though, you double the rate at which it's generated, and you double the amount that you can collect, which is very, very good, because keep in mind, unlike timber that goes directly into your resource slot, this gives you the gold. So, for instance, it has 2 collected. If you left-click that, right, and collect them, it goes in your inventory slot right there. So we have 5 golden ingots right now. And golden ingots are very, very costly. So just keep that in mind. Basically, look, you ready? You click that, it generates it for you, and it converts it into treasure for you. So basically what I'm getting at is simple. If you go down to the timber one, it'll convert it for you directly and say, okay, you want your timber. If you click this, you get 10 more timber. Easy enough on the right side of the screen. You come over here for treasure, though, it'll tell you the amount of iron you get. And you have to multiply that by 5 because each iron ingot is worth 5 treasure. So if we click this, we technically just collected 5 treasure. If we go up to here and it says we get only a single gold ingot, let's say, then that means you have to times by 25 because each gold ingot is worth 25 and you're going to get 25 treasure per pickup. So just keep that in mind that they are kind of scaled differently. The way in which they're measured is different. And then finally, the diamond mine's the only one different is because you don't get anything by the minute. You actually collect the resources by the hour. So if you take a look at that, it generates 25 diamond per hour, but has a max cap of 250, which means you don't have to check this thing only every 10 hours. The thing is, though, every minute that passes, like let's say you divide the hour by 25, let's say, just to make things easy, let's pretend that means every 2 minutes is a little more than that, it's like 2.5 minutes, but let's say every 2 minutes you get a diamond. That's not the case. You have to wait every hour to get 25 of them. So it doesn't divide it up 1 diamond for the amount of minutes that it takes in an hour. It literally just drops off 25 of them every hour. Plop. Half an hour goes by, you don't have 12 or 13, you still have 0. So you have to wait every hour for it to cycle through. And of course, for a very expensive cost of $50,000, you can upgrade it to level 2, and from there, it'll double the rate at which it's collected and double the amount that you can collect. Now, keep in mind, as I said before, you can get up to level 3 for all of these upgrades, and they only get more and more expensive. However, over time, especially over the course of a week, like the server lasts before it resets after the big battle, you will collect a lot of resources in that time, just by having these farms going while you're sleeping or anything like that, and just signing on periodically throughout. And ooh, there's a new tree parkour event. Now, the last type of room there is the essence mine. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get ourselves 1 essence mine. Coming right up. There we go. We're about to waste the last of our glory on. Actually, we'll have 1 glory left. So 84611. Accelerate that build a little bit. And there we go. By the time we get up there, it'll probably be completed. So we can go up there. I really love that, by the way, how the builds just automatically build. It just makes it look so clean, you know? But yeah, once again, everybody, as we're coming up on the last build, I want to remind you guys to click that like button if you enjoyed, and comment down below if you learned something new. And let me know if you guys want to see me do more tutorials in the future. I'd love to do one on the war zone, maybe different types of events, and really just keep control of it. Oh, look at that! We lost control of a capture point in the war zone, essence mine. Like, literally, as I was just saying, I'll tell you guys about the war zones and stuff. A war zone thing pops up. Maybe it's a sign. I don't know. But let me know if you guys want more guides and tutorials. And we just lost the lumber mill. Apparently, they're attacking us hard right now because my good old light team, remember, if you want to join me, join the light team. But my good old light team just lost 2 capture points. So now the essence right here is collected the same way as diamond, which means hourly. So it collects 15 every hour, but you can only get up to 100 of them, which means it's about every 7 hours it'll fill up the coffers. But keep in mind, once again, for a very expensive 25,000 treasure, 2,500 timber, and 500 essence, you can get level 2, which will double the rate at which it's collected and double the storage amount. Now, once again, my recommendations are to first buy out every type of room, then max out the lumber mill, and then max out the essence mine, because the lumber and the essence mine, you can only get 1 type of room that'll collect that resource. However, with iron, gold, and diamond generating, you're going to be collecting a lot of resource anyway over the course of an hour, so I would I'd recommend upgrading those to level 2 before you do any of the treasure rooms. But that's entirely up to you, everybody, and that right there is all the auto farms that Siege World has to offer. So I hope you learned something new. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these guides and enjoying Siege World if you're playing. Remember, everyone, click that like button. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will catch you on the battlefield on Siege World. If you want to join me, join the light team. Link in the description, and Mitch is on dark, so we got to take Mitch's team down. So join the light squad, and take care.